Watching this video could mean the difference between hearing a Filipino alarm clock in the morning. You know that gulp, gulp, gulp sound? Or just hearing the sound of roosters while you get to hug your pillow. So, pay attention. Thousands of foreigners show up in the Philippines every week looking for Filipino girlfriends and wives. Some get the ripe mango, some get the fresh coconut, and some just get the jackfruit, also known as tuwing, the salsal. It takes a lot of time, money, energy, and effort to show up in the Philippines, but simply showing up is not enough to get your jeepney washed. So, don't go through all that trouble if you're going to make a bunch of dumb mistakes. So, to help you, we're going to play a little game called Spit or Swallow. I'm going to explain which foreigners a Filipino really craves. So, let's get started right away. Number 1, a foreigner who has money. Swallow. If you have money, then that means you're going to be able to come to the Philippines and take Filipinas on dates. And Filipinos will love being with you if it means they're eating in good restaurants, having fun experience, and getting to explore and maybe even travel. Next, a foreigner with no money. Still, swallow. And here's why. I'll let you in on a little secret. Filipinos view every foreigner as being rich, so you're all the same. So even if you don't have much money, it's okay. All it takes to have a good time with a Filipina is a bottle of Red Horse, a piece of Jollibee Chicken Joy rice, and a karaoke microphone. Next, a foreigner who talks about money. Spit. It doesn't matter if you're a millionaire or if you're a broke ass. If you start talking about money, a Filipino is going to quickly spit you out. Next, a foreigner who offers money to a Filipina to be his girlfriend. Double spit! This makes a Filipina feel like a prostitute, and even prostitutes would be turned off by this. So, don't do it. Guys, be smart. You have to be more indirect about it, which leads me to the next foreigner. A foreigner who gives his Filipina an allowance. Double swallow. Instead of feeling like a prostitute now, the Filipina feels like you care about her by helping her have a better quality of life. Because an allowance means she can buy the things she wants like Jollibee and makeup and go to the salon to get her hair and nails done. Before I continue, if you're liking this game, then do me a favor and click the like and subscribe button. It only takes a second. It costs you nothing. And it will really help my channel grow. And when my channel grows, that means I can buy more Red Horse. And you know, I like to swallow every drop of that Red Horse. Okay, let's get back to our game. A foreigner who is in the Philippines for the first time. Swallow. Yummy. If it's your first time in the Philippines, then make sure she knows. I want to be your first. Next, a foreigner who has been to the Philippines before. Spit. If this is your 17th trip to the Philippines in the last 3 years, just keep it a secret. As long as it's your first time this month, then we're good. Next, a foreigner who is in the Philippines for 2 weeks. Swallow. Tastes spicy. It's exciting. It feels like you're James Bond and you're on a special assignment in the Philippines. And we got to be the lucky Filipino who gets to take care of you while you're in town. It gives us a deadline, and it also means there's less risk involved in getting to know you in case you get blown up on your special mission. Next, a foreigner who is in the Philippines for 6 months. Spit, then swallow. At first, it's a huge turn off. If you're here for 6 months, that must mean you already have a Filipino wife or girlfriend. But if you can overcome the force of gravity and get the airplane to take off, then it's a huge swallow. because you're actually here, and that means she gets to eat that good sausage every night. Next, a foreigner with a Filipino ex. Gross! Spit it out! Next, a foreigner who says he's single. Spit. Look, when a foreigner says he's single, it either means he's lying because he has a wife and kids, he's trying too hard, or because he's undateable and no women want to date him. So don't tell Filipinas that you're single. It's gross. Next, a foreigner who says he just broke up with his foreigner girlfriend. Swallow. She's not a Filipina. Check. Women want to date him. Check. He's available. Check. He's hurting and needs someone to help cheer him up. Check. Here, let me help you. Next, a foreigner who is in his 20s. Spit. If she wants a young guy, she's got plenty of Filipino guys to choose from. And they're all butterflies. We know you're just playing around, so keep moving. Next, a foreigner in his 30s, 40s, and 50s. Swallow. This means you're in your prime. You're mature. You have money. You know what you're doing. You're responsible. You know how relationships work. You have more free time. You have the ability to give us a better life. And you have plenty of time to start a family. Swallow every drop. Next, a foreigner who is fit. Swallow. Most foreigners who show up are older, and that means a lot of guys aren't physically in their prime anymore. But if you're an older foreigner and you're actually in shape, then it's your lucky day. Next, a foreigner who smells good. Double swallow. This is my biggest turn on, and it's a big turn on for most Filipinos. And what's the biggest clue that smelling good is important in the Philippines? Because there's cologne for sale everywhere here. Next, a foreigner with a big beard. Cruz. Spit, spit, spit. Filipinos like men who are clean-shaven. Hey, don't shoot me, I'm just the messenger. There's exemption to every rule. Like, if Brad Pitt shows up here and he's got a beard, triple swallow. Next, a foreigner who dresses like a tourist. Spit! Filipinos want a foreigner but not a tourist. So, flip-flops, shorts, funny packs, and weird hats are a pass. Next, a foreigner who speaks Tagalog. Spit, then swallow. If you try to speak Tagalog while chatting or on a first date with a Filipina, then it's an instant do not pass-go. Do not collect 200 pesos. If you wait until the second date and you start using the word po to show respect when talking to other Filipinos, then it's a huge swallow. Next, a foreigner who talks about our politics or says anything negative about the Philippines. Spit! Here's the deal. Only Filipinas get to talk shit about the Philippines, not foreigners. Next, a foreigner who asks lots of personal questions. Double spit! It's a huge turn-off if a guy wants to know your full name, where you live, where you went to college, the names and occupation of your parents, and your complete relationship history on the first date. I know you're excited to get to know your Filipina, but pump the brakes a little. Next, a foreigner who plays hard to get. Spit. Filipinos don't want to play that game. If we like you and you play hard to get, then in our mind, it means you don't like us. Next, a foreigner who acts like he doesn't want it. Swallow. Desperation breath is the quickest way to ruin your chances with a Filipina. So, if you invite a Filipina to your room to watch a movie and actually try to watch a movie, she's going to be begging to bob your knob. Next, the rated G foreigner. Spit! Filipinos view nice guys as being weak, And real talk, Filipinas like a nice guy, but only when he's nice to only her and not to everybody else. So, if you're giving money to beggars and buying dumb shit from street vendors and trying to feed all the children and save all the bar girls and support every sari-sari store and be the hero of the Philippines, that's great. But it's not going to get you very far romantically. But hey, that's okay. The world needs more guys like you, and I can show you some great orphanage and churches and mission where you can start volunteering. Next, the rated R foreigner. Swallow. The audience isn't quite sure if they like him or not. He's tough, he's strong, he's solid, he's brave, he's fiercely loyal, but he's also a little bit of a wild card. Filipinos love the rated R guy who's mysterious, and that's the guy who gets to pop our lechon. Next, a foreigner who goes to church. Swallow. Most foreigners who show up aren't in church on Sunday morning, and most Filipinas are Catholics. So, if you show up and you go to Mass with a Filipina, then all I can say is you'll probably be engaged in 2 months. Next, a foreigner who gets upset easily and likes to shout. Double spit! Sorry, we're not interested. Next, a foreigner who is touchy-feely. Yuck! Spit! If you're flirty and touchy-feely with us, then it means you're doing that with every other Filipino, and that's a huge turn-off. Next, a foreigner with a fun personality. Swallow. The reason foreigners choose Filipinas over other Asian women is our fun personalities. And the same goes for why Filipinas like foreigners. We love foreigners with fun personalities. Next, a foreigner who has lots of friends. Spit. We're famous for being jealous. It's a turn-off if you have too many friends. We don't want to share you with the whole world. You're mine, and I'll do what I want with you. Next, a foreigner who is indirect. Swallow. The key that unlocks the Filipina yummy is knowing how to be indirect. If you're too direct, you'll come in second place. And the prize for second place is some tissues and a bottle of coconut lotion. Next, a foreigner who wants to feed a Filipina meat. Swallow, swallow, swallow. Filipinos love meat. We love eating steak, ribs, Korean barbecue, lechon, shrimp, crab, and any kind of seafood. Look, if you feed me a steak, it's an automatic jeepney wash. Next, a foreigner who eats at your restaurant every day. Spit! Being a regular customer at a Filipina place of employment is really nice, but it just puts you in the customer zone. Good luck! Next, a foreigner who takes time to meet and connect with your parents. Swallow. Foreigners who take time to go meet a Filipina's parents are the ones who get the biggest rewards. Next, foreigners with the big sausage. Run, Forrest, run! Hey, I don't know how to say this, so I'll just say it. We're Asians. That means we're tiny and we're tight. So, our biggest fear is dating a guy with an enormous sausage. I mean, hey, we don't want to die. Next, a foreigner who likes giving cream pies. Swallow. Filipinos are turned off by guys who want to use condoms. Condoms are what you use when you're with a prostitute, not something you use with your wife or girlfriend. Yes, there's STDs, and yes, you could get her pregnant. So, my best advice is don't play hide the lumpia with strangers or rotten mangoes. Get tested and pull out if you don't want a baby. Swallow, yummy! And last, a foreigner who knows how to use his tongue. Swallow over and over again. If you're orally talented and you know how to tell a Filipina that she's beautiful and amazing every single day, then she's going to go crazy about you. And if you know how to use your tongue in other special ways, then ding 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 ding, we have a winner. Thanks for playing Spit or Swallow with me. Was it good for you? Remember, it's more fun in the Philippines, but only if you're smart. If you have some experiences or insight to share about dating Filipinas, please leave a comment below so we can all learn together. If you'd like to ask me a question, it's easy. Just sign up for my free weekly newsletter called SMART123 and you'll be able to email me anytime. The link is in the description below. My name is Irish, I live here in the Philippines, and my goal is to help guys find love and be smart. The ultimate mission of my channel is to make the world a less lonely place, and I hope this episode helped make that happen in a tiny way. Everything I create is free, but if you enjoy my content, feel free to tip me by hitting the thanks button below so I can buy Red Horse and Jollibee. I live a very simple life here in the Philippines and I don't need anyone's money. But none of this would be possible without all the generous people who keep showing up and watching and helping support my efforts. It's my pleasure to do this work. So, thanks to everyone for watching. And as usual, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for the good luck of the Philippines.